for the service sector in general, the impact of GST is a mixed bag. There are some areas where they are favorably impacted, but in many areas there is a negative impact for the service sector. Now, we will talk about the TMT sector in particular. What is the impact of GST on this sector? Coming to the TMT sector, initially, like if you want to divide them into two, there are transactions of business to business and there are also transactions of business to the end consumer. If we take the first category of business to business, the increase in the tax rates under the GST regime is going to have a limited impact on the working capital, but otherwise the businesses will be able to take the credit. But when we come to the business to the consumer category, the increase in the GST rate is going to result in increase in the final cost to the consumer. As an example, like we can talk about the telephone bills. Presently they are charged at 15%, it will go to 18%. Similarly, the DTH subscriptions which we pay for our televisions, so they will also go up. So ultimately, like the end consumer will start feeling the impact of GST on the negative side. But there are also some positive aspects of the GST regime to this sector. For example, if we take software taxation, this has been a point of dispute for quite a number of years. Software was treated as goods by the state governments and as a service by the central government. Under the GST regime, when we have a unified goods and services tax, this distinction will no more be relevant, and hopefully the double taxation of software which has been happening hitherto will come to an end. So overall, if you would see that this sector, TMT sector, has a mixed impact due to the GST, and the negative impact, so far as the negative impact is concerned, it's mainly to do with the increased compliance and the rate of taxes. We hope the government would address at least the fact that the compliance needs to be made easy, because one of the objectives of the GST regime is to promote ease of doing business. So we hope the government would find a way in reducing the compliance for this sector.